Okay, I see I can't exit out of this screen to exit into another screen. I'm gonna learn how to do this probably after I get another phone because I'm thinking about getting a prepaid phone just to hang up right here. Anyway, so I decided that, let me quit my first job. So I quit my first job. And when I quit the job, now I really like answering the calls for the doctors in the middle of the night because I was able to watch all my shows. I was able to do what I wanted to do, and it was just on the weekend. So cool. But I quit because I couldn't get my sleep pattern right. Like, it just was confusing for my sleep pattern to work third shift and first shift on a Friday. Like, I work third shift Thursday night, Friday morning I'm working day shift, then I gotta work third shift Friday night. So it was a little, Thursday and Friday messed me up, but I like both jobs. So January there was issues with Experian. The manager was coming across saying, oh, we having issues with this, oh, we having issues with that, but none of those issues was anything that I did or affected me. So I didn't say anything. And eventually she pulls me aside, my boss, Lashika, and tells me that this issue that they're having is because of me. And so I said, oh, well, show me what you're talking about. Because, if it's mine, I'm going to admit it. I done been doing this for over 30 years. I pretty much can do this stuff in my sleep, okay? If it's mine, I'm going to admit it. She showed it to me first of all, my name ain't spelled right. So I know I didn't do it. Second of all, whoever did it, obviously does not know how to spell my name. So I sat there and I was like, whatever. And I was like, well, here, I'm going to show you. This is not mine. I'm going to show you the ones that I use. So I physically showed her on the screen because I work from home, so I had to share my screen. I physically showed her that it wasn't mine. But see, something should have questioned me. I should have questioned it when they asked me, was there an apostrophe in my name? Like, who goes around putting apostrophes in their name? Like, seriously. I hope my granddaughter never, ever gets that question, because to me, that is like a racist question. Bottom line, that's a racist question, okay? So basically, you're just saying my mama couldn't do nothing better with herself but to name me apostrophe. So anyway, my granddaughter has an apostrophe in her name, so I pray she never get that awkwardness of a question. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so they didn't put that in there, and they did not capitalize the T in my name, so I knew it wasn't mine, okay? And I pointed that out to her. I showed her my examples of everything, but instead of this hoochie mama, and she my color, instead of this hoochie mama taking what I gave her and admitting they were wrong, flipped it and made it my fault. Made it my fault. Somebody did that. So what I did was, I was like, I waited 2-3 days, waited the weekend. I said, did you ever find out who did this? No, I really don't think it was an accident. I really don't think. So I said, well, it was an accident. I said, somebody submitted something to Medicare, which is a government facility, in my name for payment, which is a violation of HIPAA. Okay, and you telling me I shouldn't worry about it? And I've been doing this for how long? So I said, no, I'm going to worry about it. I said, the reason why I'm worrying about it is because somebody in California, which is a state I've never been in, ordered 9, not 1, not 2, 9 iPhones in my name. And you know how I found out? Because my bank alerted me. Like, I'm going to know who walking around here with 9 iPhones in my name. Okay? I can't even afford the one I got. And you talking about 9? So that's the only reason why I was so gung-ho on figuring out who did this, because I'm already dealing with identity theft. You know what I mean? So a couple days later, the hospital sends out a notification that we can't sign into the hospital system. And the hospital didn't know. If we are caught doing that, they will sue us and do whatever measures necessary. Hold up. I've been working here over a year, and I ain't got to sign in. But guess what? I ain't going to sign in. You best about to believe that. You ain't taking my livelihood away. So I refuse to sign in. Now, mind you, all this is going on at the same time. So I didn't sign in, and I rebuked it. I was like, if I sign in, look, not only will I not have a job, but all y'all niggas ain't gonna have a job, because I'm gonna say something. If I get fired and I go down for having a HIPAA violation, I'm finna tell it all. Okay? So, because I didn't do that, I became blackballed. They locked me out the system. I was locked out the system for like 3.5 weeks, okay? Almost a month. And they paid me for it. Because they was wrong. They were wrong. They paid me for it. But instead of me being angry about it, coming back with all this, I came back with the resolution. Like, I came back with a peaceful resolution. Listen, y'all did me wrong. Y'all paid me. All I'm looking for is a simple sorry. That's it. That's all. Let's move on. But instead, I got rolled up. If I mention the word or say the word retaliation, that's insubordination. What? I said, hold on. You mean to tell me a mistake that ain't even mine? Okay. I get wrote up about it for saying it ain't my mistake. What kind of monkey business is y'all running over here? And so then I said, wait a minute. So I sent that message to the CEO. I'm always going over somebody's head. I sent the message to the CEO and I let her know, listen, I don't know what kind of foolishness y'all got going on in Experian, but I ain't the one, okay? First of all, you took my name, put it on a document, sent it to Medicare for payment, and the hospital, Ohio State, caught it. So you're trying to make me be the problem when the problem ain't me. But I'm going to be calm about it. When am I going to get my login? Because, see, I was in the process of getting my login before all this went down. So when am I going to get my login so that I can work? Never. What am I going to do for 8 hours? You're going to be on the phone. Hold up. You didn't hire me to be on the phone. You hired me to do medical billing, not call, not take calls, none of that. Because I was already doing that third shift when I was working here, when I took this job. So I knew what I was getting into. I didn't take the job knowing that I was going to be on the phone 24/7, so I didn't take the job for that. But you forcing me to do it? I said, the only reason why I'm going to have to do it is because I ain't got no choice. This is my livelihood. This is how I take care of my house. This is how I know my rent is paid every month. I know I ain't no fool. I'm not going to jeopardize that. I said, so you telling me to shut up? And I put it all in the email, too. You telling me to shut up? I'm going to shut up. But no, my silence is going to speak volumes. Because I am not going to play your games. Period. So you could take your little funky degree and shove it up your funky tail, because I am not playing your game. So the whole time, and I had told one of my coworkers, yeah, because she thought she was just going to tell on me, okay? I told her, I said, don't you know the queens rule the chessboard? Don't play with me, little girl. I ain't never been fired from my job. And I've had over 30-something. Ain't never been fired, okay? I know how to keep a job. Like, I know how to get a job. What ain't gonna happen is you telling me how to do a job. I'm not illegally signing into Ohio State Hospital. Then I found out they lost the contract with TriHealth. I don't know where TriHealth at. I don't even know. I know it's somewhere in the country, United States. But they told me, they're going to hold a meeting, said in November, that they lost their contract with TriHealth. And as of, I guess, November 1st, they told us in October. So in November 1st, that we were no longer going to do billing for TriHealth. So you know what these heifers did? Rebuild all the denied claims so that they can get additional payments. This corporate America for you, okay? All those claims that they had previously from the year prior up until the time, they rebuild them. For payment. When I started seeing these denials coming in as a duplicate, like, what we doing here? Oh, but your secret ain't safe with me, honey. It ain't safe. Like, you still got a whole bunch of people logging in to these hospital systems, and they have no clue that these people are logging in under other people's IDs. What I was doing for a whole year. Tell me it ain't so. Tell me you don't know that that ain't so. When I've been doing it a whole year, I never had my login to the hospital system. I was using team leads. I was using bosses. I even used the supervisor's login just to do my work. Okay? To the hospital system to read medical records. Okay? Which is a HIPAA violation. That's a HIPAA violation. So one girl in the meeting, she said, hey, she said, well, what do you want us to do? I mean, if we can't use other people's login, how do you want us to work? Let me tell you, she was shushed and hushed and no longer seen after that meeting. I digress. She was hushed, shushed, and no longer seen after that meeting. Y'all locked me out. Y'all locked me out the system. So I know what's going on. Okay? But anyway, so I worked and I ain't say nothing till I found another job. And the Lord knows what he doing with me, because this job here, look, I used to be nosy, like real nosy. Like, I would read a medical record, but I still get my job done. But I read a medical. I ain't trying to read nobody medical record. I ain't trying to know what's going on with you and your health at all, period. You know why? Because now I'm dealing with colostomy bags, ileostomy bags. I didn't even know a such thing called ileostomy was even a thing. Okay? But I don't want to read it. So what I need to do, I do my job and I get done. And I guess that's the part that's like killing me up inside, is because not only did I take a $2 pay cut, so now I gotta work extra hard at other things to make up for what my main thing was. Like, I have 3 streams of income, almost 4, you might as well say, but 3 streams of income. And I don't know. I'm just say these companies, whoo, I wouldn't invest my time in being loyal to nobody. Period. No more. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I was loyal. I was the employee that never called off. I was at work. Whatever they needed me to do, I did it. If it was extra work, I did it. And then they told me, even if I'm not done at 4:30 when I get off, I must stay and finish my work. And what land? What land? You telling me I must work overtime? Nigga, you lost your mind. Like I told them in that email, and to the CEO, this slave ship I don't like. I want off. And believe me, as soon as I can, I'm hopping right off. And so I went behind the scenes after all that. I gave them opportunity. I gave them weeks. I gave them almost months to try to get this corrected. And I went behind the scenes and I filed an EEOC and civil service claim. And it's still in process. And they got an attorney on it, but I told them I consulted with an attorney. You know, only reason why I'm pursuing this is because of identity theft. I've already did going through identity theft. I mean, it's a plus and it's a negative, but I mean, I'm already going through identity theft. I don't want to have my job create more problems for me. You know what I mean? So, no, I'm not loyal to you. You weren't loyal to me when you flipped that whole script and made it my problem instead of the job's problem. Then they still ain't fired a person who did it. How you know, Tanya? Because before I left, they were still working. And then they're going to tell me the hospital specifically said they didn't want me to work in their system. How? When I was in the middle of the training and y'all cut me off? Make your lives make sense, okay? So we just gonna pray and let the outcome of that works itself out. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna be out here hustling because, you know, I want to stay busy. I want to bless the world. I really want to bless the world. I've been passing out these little, whatchamacallits that I got from the dollar store. I always go in there and buy a bunch of these. And then I pass them out. I pass out gloves. I done gave the girl at McDonald's my $15 gloves because her little fingers look so cold. I was like, here, girl. Here. When I should have bought some gloves from the Dollar Tree. I should just go in there and buy some gloves. But, you know, I don't know. People take, I don't know. Anyway, I gave the guys here, Walmart, some of these little heel things. And that's what I'm sitting here waiting on them orders. Because, yeah, I want one of them $36 orders that I had yesterday. I hope I don't get it today. I hope I get it tomorrow because I got to bring my cart and put it back in my trunk. But I'll do these little bitty orders, you know. And they go into nice neighborhoods. So it's giving me an opportunity to look at nice houses and stuff. And not that I want a house. I don't want a house. I mean, I am looking to buy a house when I buy a house. But because them buying days is over for me. I don't look to buy no house. Look, that's not a goal of mine. Okay? Just like traveling the world is not a goal of mine, because it's enough in this world that I haven't seen. So why am I going to another place to see things that I can see right here. Okay? So I'm just gonna enjoy the moments and, you know, enjoy this time that I have left on this side of the dirt, because, you know, my birthday was Saturday and I celebrated it. I went and had me a nice little steak at Texas Roadhouse, and first time ever having like a steak. Like, I had a nice steak. That steak was so good and so tender, man. Woo, that steak was good. But it was my first time ever having a steak like that. And then I wanted to try another restaurant. It was a Japanese restaurant. I like Japanese food. I do. I like the atmosphere of a Japanese restaurant. I love it. The hibachiness and the playing with the forks and the fire and all. I like all that. So I usually take myself every Sunday to a Japanese restaurant, which they kind of know me by name now. Like the lady that walk in and get the VIP, because when I walk in, listen, how long do I have to wait? Oh, we can seat you right away. Normally when you go in those Japanese restaurants, you gotta wait 30, 40, 50 minutes just to get seated. Heck, I'm the VIP. I walk straight in. It's just one. You come with us. And people be looking all mad. I don't care. You go by yourself. Then you can get VIP. Anyway, so I'm going to sit here and make me a little cash for today. A little extra cash, and maybe on my way home, stop and see how much that bomber coat going to be for my dad. And yeah, I'm going to turn my lemons into lemonade. You know, just because that job I had to leave. And the only reason why I'm off these couple days during the day is because I had built up time at my new job, and they making us take it. So I'm going to just turn my lemon into lemonades. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, I'm so happy to be off. I get to relax. And this is relaxing to me. You know, being out of my house. My house is like my house. It's my house. You know, it's where you're supposed to live. It's supposed to be where you lay your head. It's comfortable. But when I'm out, I don't know. It just it's a purpose for me, you know, to bless somebody while I'm out. And even if it's a hand glove, just bless them. I'm about pouring blessings. I mean, one day I ordered some sauce, and I know them people was like, she pushed too many zeros, but I didn't. I knew what I was doing. All I did was order this sauce. This sauce was $1.25. You gotta charge me for two. So she was like, what? I said, just charge me for two. She was like, okay. So she charged me for two, and then I gave her a tip on top of that. And I know she was like, she pushed too many zeros, but I didn't. I knew what I was doing. I want to spread blessings, like, you know how they have Christmas cheer. I want to spread Jesus blessings all over, and that's what I want to do. So even if it's a little hand warmer, it's a hand warmer. It's a blessing. So I'm gonna take the little things, like I told this lady earlier. She got fired at McDonald's, you know. I tried to save her job. I really did. I asked the boss to give her another chance, but the boss was like, look, this is my second time giving her a chance. No. I was like, well, I'm going to turn around and walk away before I be next, okay? So I told her, I said, you know, turn this into lemonades. That's all. That's it. Turn it into lemonades. Go across the street, get a job. Don't be complacent. Go across the street. All kind of restaurants hiring today. Okay? Look, I'm working in one, and I have the time of my life. I ain't never know they can get tips at McDonald's. Listen, I got me a tip jar at home. I bring my tips home. I ain't got no, I guess it's the reason why I have it is because I'm going to give gifts to my grandkids, because I got a tip jar in the car. This is my tip jar in the car. So I'm gonna give my grandkids, I'm gonna spoil them. Why not? Why not? Anyway, I hope everyone have a blessed day. If you do watch this video, hey, subscribe. If you do watch this video, subscribe. I think I'm gonna try to go live. I'm gonna try to, put a video out more frequently, because this is supposed to be my diary for my grandkids. So when they get older, they can look back and say, hey, that's my Nana, So if it's nothing else, it's for my grandbabies. Love you, Jazzy. Love you, Savannah.